My name is Christine Gust, and I'm a fifth-term student here at Pierce College and a future limited license legal technician. Today I'll be talking about how I applied the 7 habits of highly effective people over the course of this term and my action plan that I intend to use over the next 3 months when I'm not in school. I took Covey's suggestion at the end of the chapter 1 to be proactive for 30 days. I thought about what I've been going through in my personal life and how I've had to deal with it, where my ex-husband has certainly been irresponsible, but I had to recognize my own irresponsibility within the problem because it was my fault that I hadn't taken this matter back before the court. Accountability and responsibility are 2 sides of the same coin. As the term went on, I learned other key habits, to begin with the end in mind and to put first things first. My goal was to end the financial stranglehold that he had on me. It was depriving me of resources that the court said that I should have, and this is something that really had to end because it was doing me real harm. Toward the middle of the term, as we reached habits 4 and 5, to think win-win, I really tried to step back and go back to what he had been describing about his circumstances in the legal documentation, to try and craft a win-win situation. It was this sort of thing which gave me the idea that he might need a psychological evaluation, he might be suffering from depression, and that was something that I wanted to know right away so that he could get treated and things could go on. I viewed this request to the court as a form of synergy. The evaluation would be very hard to get. There's a very high bar for that, but I felt like I was on a team with the court to be able to obtain justice. After a 2-week wait, I finally have the answer to my questions, and I can proceed on with my action plan for the next 3 months. The first part of my action plan deals with transferring my parents into elder care. They're both in their early 80s. This is actually likely to become hospice within the next 2 years. My father was diagnosed last term after the election with metastasized liver cancer. My mother has lost pretty much all the cartilage in her body, and she's having a good day when she doesn't have to take 2 nitroglycerin pills. My starting position in all things, my center and my principle is family, safety, and service. This is one of the things that I hope to exemplify as I'm moving my parents into this assisted living facility. My desire for safety and service and the importance of family is what drives me toward my goal of becoming a triple LT. This spring, I'm going to be working on cleaning my parents' house and preparing it for sale after they've moved. I'm going to be part of an 11-person task force, which is my brothers, sisters, and the grandkids in helping to prepare this. I realize that in order to get this done, I'm going to have to manage my time effectively because as of yesterday, my legal landscape has changed, and I have some more things that I'm going to have to deal with and budget in my time. Sorry. My parents are definitely quadrant run. They're urgent and important. They have a very limited amount of time left, and I'd like to see that the time they have left is as safe and as happy as I can help to make it. I would put the legal into quadrant 3, but I don't have anyone that I can delegate it to. What I do benefit from is the fact that I have several judgments in my favor, including 2 Superior Court decisions and a U.S. District Court decision. But all of this legal activity, which has been ongoing for the last year for me, as well as with school, as well as with helping and assist my parents, as well as being a single parent raising my daughter, has dulled my saw, and I definitely need to get it sharpened again. Covey's 4 dimensions of sharpening the saw include physical, emotional and social, mental, and spiritual. What I intend to do for the physical here is walking. One of the books that I checked out helped me to calculate what my most effective rate of walking speed is, which is generally what my normal exercise pace is at 3.5 at 3.5 miles an hour. Researching also found out that the Clover Park High School has a pool which is available for family swim time. That's really great cardio. It also works very well for some chiropractic issues that I have going on myself. For the social and emotional, aside from the big things I'm going to have to be dealing with my parents and getting together a family, and as we all deal with this paradigm shift, the other things which I want to do are I want to reach out to the organizations, which is actually recommended by my Professional Development 186 professor last term, one of them being the Washington State Coalition Against Domestic Violence. The second one being somebody who I worked with 2 years ago. She was a co-worker who was a paralegal. I saw on the Bar Association website that she has actually completed her licensing. So I want to get together with her and have some coffee and talk things over. For the mental aspects, I really enjoy Sudoku, and I haven't been able to play it in quite a while. It is sort of time consuming, but I find it to be a lot of fun because it's a problem solving activity. I have a lot of books that I want to read. Covey's wonderful, but I'd prefer to read something else right now. And I still have to spend time processing everything that has happened to me in the last term. There's just a lot that has gone on for me. As far as the spiritual, I realize that everybody expresses their own spirituality in different ways. I'm looking for some relaxed time to renew and to make some peace with myself over my issues, and also to make sure that I've made peace with my parents. Because it's really going to be a rough road, I know that. And I need my saw to be sharpened before they move on. In conclusion, I feel that I've been living the 7 habits here. I can't say that I've been doing it perfectly, but I've at least given it a try. You got to consider, this is my 3rd time in college. I'm a 2-time college dropout, and I've been going up against an attorney with 25 years of family law experience. It's been really daunting, but I've done it, and I haven't lost yet, which it thrills me. My advice to everybody is to take on that 30-day challenge, really try it out, take it on in a big way, and see where it takes you. Thank you. Are there any questions?